Hello, this is Fish Guy 23, and I would like to show you my 20-gallon experiment tank. This is a Nano soft coral tank with one piece of LPS Duncan, and this is an experiment just to get some additional light in front of a window, which if you watch every video, any book, any forum, they'll always tell you keep your tank away from window, which I 100% agree, but this is an experiment. Essentially, I had extra frags from my main display, and all soft, and they love the window. This was essentially the mother Kenya tree, and it made all that. These hairy mushrooms, lavender mushrooms, are just exploding. These polyzoas are loving it. The zoanthids, this was a dying colony from my display. I thought this rock was completely dead. I couldn't find one zoa on there. I did put it in this window tank, and I can see about 15 or 20 zoas coming back. So that's making a rebound. This Recordia, he's doing okay. I don't know if he necessarily likes the extra light, but he's doing okay. And then these little arms are everywhere. So I'm going to have to pull these off, razor blade them off, and if nobody wants them, fortunately, I'm going to have to sell them for this. They are kind of overtaking the tank. Filtration, this is run on a canister. I do not recommend using protein skimmers for soft coral tanks. I feel they take too much of the natural occurring waste out of the water, which soft corals use to thrive on. SPS, I would highly recommend using a protein skimmer, and believe it or not, fish only, I would actually use a protein skimmer as well. There is only two fish in this tank, a Clarky clown, and there is a bicolored blenny in here somewhere. Right now, live rock, I only have I have 5 pieces of live rock. There isn't much live rock in here. That center piece isn't live rock. It's actually Texas Holy Rock that is encrusted with coralline algae. And I have a lot of water flow. This would be considered high, extremely high. The turnover rate on this tank is just insane. This pump basically worked on my 75-gallon, and it's pumping on my 20. If you can look at the water flow on top, it just goes around in a circle, and then the outflow from the canister, it just basically makes a big circle. The canister I use is the Sun variety, which is a cheap Chinese knockoff of a lot of brands. My biological filtration media, which if you're going to have a tank without live rock, I would suggest using a product called Marine Pure. They come in balls, squares, and they come in I think several different forms. The other media you can use, which is a highly, in fact, everybody on YouTube knows about this. This is Bio Home Ultra. No, I'm sorry, this is Ultimate. And we throw a little of that in there as well. This tank gets fed daily, if not daily, every other day with reef chili. Believe it or not, these Kenya tree corals love the reef chili. This finger coral back here loves the reef chili. Mushrooms, I don't know. I think they probably prefer more the pelleted variety. LPS, the Duncan. He gets Meister shrimp. And what was a bag of carbon I just kind of throw in there because I don't feel like opening up the canister filter. And let's see if I can get a shot. In addition to the window, this light was a retired metal halide light that used to be on my 75. My 75 is actually completely empty, and we are going to put some, I don't know, discus. We're going to do some sort of freshwater cichlid. Not too sure yet. So the halide's on a timer. It comes on 4 times a day for 1 hour each. So from 12 to 1 it's on, from 1 to 2 it's off, from 3 to 4 it's on, from 4 to 5 it's off, so on and so forth. So that's just to prevent cooking the tank because it's only 20 gallons of water. In addition, there's compact fluorescent. I have a Tinic, and then I have a 65K, which I would prefer a 10,000K, but that's just the bulb I had. And as you can see, the corals like it. And I have very little cleanup crew in this tank. There's very little algae. That's about it. As far as supplementation, you don't really need to do a lot with soft coral. I don't really dose anything besides iodine. And even when I dose on a regular basis and I test, it's never 0.06, whatever the recommended dosage is for iodine. So that makes me think these soft corals are just eating that up. And so we'll get that twice a week. I would say half a capful of usually Kent Marine product, which I don't really like except for their iodine. Calcium, very little, if any, since I get a water change, and there's only 1 coral in this tank that actually uses calcium. Alkalinity, always good for a dose. I dose that basically when I top off my water because I'm using RODI water and it's pretty low pH. So we want to kind of buffer that back up. That's a good time to use your alkalinity. And magnesium, I do post only essentially to get the water quality even with the calcium. So basically, if you dose alkalinity or calcium apart from each other, they will fall out of solution, and magnesium is kind of a buffer that holds them together. I don't even know if any coral, besides some SPS corals, really use magnesium. It's really just a buffer. And or basically, it just holds everything so it doesn't fall out of solution is a better way to describe it, not a buffer. Yeah, so this is my experiment window tank. Hope you guys like it. Comment, rate, subscribe.